So I've been looking back over October, specifically since 2016. I'm kind of looking at it sideways out of the corner of my eye, like, oh shit, that's what it was like. And yesterday I found a video. I'm almost positive it's October 2016. My naturopath and I were working together to very slowly, very gently wean me off of the cocktail of anti-anxiety medications, antidepressant medications I was on and had been on for many, many years. I had gone off them before and gone back on them. I'd gone off them in the way that the doctors usually recommend, which is pretty rough, actually. But I knew there had to be another way. I kept asking my doctors, like, do I really have to be on these medications for the rest of my life? And they would say, yes, you have a chemical imbalance in your brain, you have PTSD, you have severe anxiety, you have recurring major depressive episodes, with labels. Diagnoses, a tremendous amount of talk therapy for many, many years. I did a tremendous amount of prescribed medications for many, many years. And I also insisted that there was another way. I also had severe adrenal fatigue and a whole lot of other co-infections and things going on in my body. And I had a severe inflammation. And I'm catching myself from going into a full panic attack because I had just got back from walking my dog and there were teenagers outside. I lived next to a McDonald's and a high school. So there were a lot of teenagers.
I just had a full-on beginning, that initial few moments of a panic attack about high school kids. Because it's fucking lunchtime and they're all out. I'm having this full-on horror movie in my head. And there's some coming this way. Oh good, okay, they're going by. They're coming. This is one of those moments when I have to identify what is really, really, really happening and what is some fucking fucked up reaction my body is having to what's happening. And I know logically that this is medically induced. It's hitting me really hard. I'm afraid of high school kids. Not for real, but for real, you know? Okay.
So I held space for myself and I watched that video in a couple different ways, mostly outside, and just kind of putting myself into the space of I'm in a women's circle. I am witnessing this woman who is going through a very difficult time in her life and she just needs to be heard. And then another thing I did is I went and sat on this beautiful little porch across the street from a gorgeous park. So I sat there with an image of myself on my phone, my coffee, and my journal. Just looked at all the colors of the trees and really looked at the park. And once in a while I would look at the image of myself, just really look around. Look where you are now. You are sitting in a beam of sunshine on a beautiful porch that if you look at the angle just right, that gorgeous tree right there lines up with that light post over there, and it looks like the gateway to Narnia, and that's where you are now. It felt really powerful to speak essentially directly to my former self, visualizing myself very clearly in a panic attack or near panic attack. And I just listened to her and held compassion and love and awareness. And I feel like part of the sitting on the porch and really rounding into the details of the beauty that's all around me was the integration piece, integrating that both of these parts are true. I was in this space of severe pain and anxiety and trauma release and illness. And I, through fierce determination and trust and commitment to myself and love for myself, I relentlessly pursued every teaching, modality, book, person, practice, exercise, find the ones that seem to resonate for me and do those more. My experience of my life is light years improved. I don't know what I'm going to do with this video. I think it was just practice, but if I end up sharing it, thank you for being on the receiving end. I hope you have a kick-ass day. So now I will.